Seniors over 60. Stop eating this breakfast. It triggers brain inflammation every morning. Millions of older Americans sit down with their favorite breakfast. A warm plate. A cup of drip coffee. It feels comforting. Familiar, but what if I told you that one common item on that plate is like a silent fire, burning through the memory centers of your brain? It looks innocent, but it's triggering something far worse than just a little forgetfulness. You might not notice it at first, but it's there. If you're over 60 and sometimes forget where you placed your keys, or feel mentally foggy by mid-morning, it's not your age. It's not just life. It could be something you're putting on your plate. Something so common, it shows up at church potlucks, Sunday diners, even retirement brunches. The scary part? It doesn't just raise blood sugar. It feeds inflammation directly in your brain. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. Helen is 67, a retired teacher from Kentucky. Every morning, she'd sit on her front porch. A crossword puzzle, her dog Sammy, and 2 slices of toast with jam. It's what I've done since my 30s, she said. It helps me think. But in the past few years, she noticed something. Words were slipping. Sometimes she'd start a sentence and forget where it was going. Her doctor ran tests. Nothing serious came up. But when she changed one thing in her diet, just one, her brain clicked on again. It wasn't magic. It was science, because what Helen was eating was quietly inflaming her brain. So what's the hidden trigger in her breakfast? White bread with jam. It's been a breakfast table classic for decades. The kind of thing your mom served before school, or you now toast before reading the morning paper. But for the aging brain, this sweet combo is like a match in a dry forest. Refined white bread turns into glucose almost instantly. And when you add jam, it's a double hit. The National Institutes of Health confirms that sugar spikes can trigger neuroinflammation, a slow, silent process that damages memory cells and reduces mental clarity. One retired veteran said, "I'd start my day with 2 slices and coffee. By 10 a.m., I was foggy, like trying to think through glass." It wasn't his age. It was breakfast. Over time, this daily habit can fuel what doctors call invisible decline. Not enough to notice right away, but enough to slowly take away sharpness, confidence, independence. And if you thought toast with jam was the only quiet threat on the table, wait until you see what's hiding behind those healthy labels in the cereal aisle. Healthy breakfast cereals. With bold labels, American flags, and claims like Heart Smart or whole grain goodness. You see them on end caps, at the grocery store, right next to the oatmeal. But what's inside those colorful boxes? Often 10 to 18 grams of added sugar per serving. That's more than some candy bars. And when those cereals are eaten first thing in the morning, with milk, your body has no buffer. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology revealed that seniors who consume high sugar breakfasts are at greater risk of inflammatory brain aging. One woman from Georgia said, "I thought I was doing everything right. I was reading labels, picking the healthy box. Turns out, it was hurting me. What we believe is healthy often isn't, and that confusion can cost us clarity, alertness, and peace of mind as we age." And if those healthy cereals weren't enough, there's one more trap waiting in your fridge. Flavored yogurts. Peach, vanilla, blueberry. They sound innocent. They feel light. But behind that creamy texture is a dangerous mix of lactose and added sugar. Some small cups contain as much sugar as a glazed donut. The American Heart Association warns that excess sugar, especially in dairy-based products, is linked to cognitive dysfunction in older adults, even those without diabetes. The problem? Aging brains don't handle sugar the same way. Our neurons become less efficient, so that sugar sits and feeds inflammation. A woman from Colorado said, "I'd eat one with my pills every morning. I thought I was being good. But my memory kept slipping. It felt like a healthy choice, but it was clouding her mind. One spoonful at a time. So what happens when you take these out? When you stop feeding the fire and start protecting your mind. For some, it's like the fog lifts, names come faster. Mornings feel brighter. That dull pressure behind your eyes, gone. You might notice it first at the farmer's market. Remembering what you came for without looking at a list. Or maybe during a walk, when someone waves and you remember their name before they speak. It's not a miracle. It's your brain with the fire finally put out. And in its place, peace, clarity, that quiet confidence you thought was gone for good. Your brain is like a GPS, but when it's inflamed, it keeps recalculating, getting you lost in your own thoughts. The good news? You can help it find its way back. It starts with a small choice at breakfast. A better bite. A clearer path. Imagine sitting on your front porch again, sipping your coffee, crossword in hand. And the answers come back. Not just words, but memories. Don't keep this to yourself. Someone you know could be at risk.